Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Lice here with Hookah Heat Weekly. We are back. We are back here with my boy Moise, my co-host, and today we are
What up?
welcoming the owner, creator of Superior Coco, Mr. Tam.
What up, guys? How's
How you,
everybody doing?
how you doing today, brother?
Good, good, good. Glad to be here.
So, all right, how's everybody been today? Everything good with everybody?
Everything good? Yeah, I don't make too many appearances, but when I heard you guys got this show, I had to come and support. You know what I mean?
Ain't no
Yeah,
worries.
definitely. We're just trying to give back to the community however we can. So the wrestling stuff is more centered towards a small group. So this, I think, is more centered towards everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate you taking the time to come out and hang out with us for a little minute. So, man, let's get into it right quick. So what are we smoking tonight?
Uh, I'm doing Al Fakhr mint, straight mint tonight, out of a Regal Queen. Going pretty basic tonight. You know what I mean?
With the legacy hose, right?
Legacy. That's right.
Yes. What color is that one?
This was the gold and the black.
Black and gold. Nice, nice. Keeping it simple tonight.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I got me some trifecta lemon pie. Got me some trifecta lemon pie going on a Like Smoke Mini tonight. Got my Moses handle and just a regular silicone hose with 3 Superior flats.
Nice.
Yellow box.
I'm using 3 high heat cubes.
Nice,
I
nice.
forgot to give myself a shout out.
Yeah, you got to promote your product while you can, bro.
I know, right?
Elias, what about you, bro?
I am smoking my favorite mix, which is Dirty Mint and Cane Mint. I call it the Dirty Cane.
The Dirty Cane.
Yeah.
Can you speak up a little bit, Elias? You're just kind of low.
Yeah, the volume
Is that better?
is out.
There we go. All right.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's better.
All right, Alexa, you want to start this interview off with our guest of honor?
Oh yeah. All right. So Tam, how did you get into
What's
smoking hookah?
So I come from a Middle Eastern background. It's part of our
Yeah.
culture, and ever since I can remember, it's been in the house, and uncles and whatnot. Everybody smoked. You know what I mean? And matter of fact, I actually, believe it or not, it sounds silly, nowadays, but I had a toy hookah. When I was little,
Yeah.
I used to sit and pretend to smoke. When I was like,
While all the uncles were smoking double apple mint, probably, right?
No, they were actually smoking tobacco. The straight,
Oh yeah. The straight, no foil,
no
just
phone.
throw the coals on.
Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah. Back then, they didn't have all of that. All the flavor. It was just straight tobacco. You take one puff, and then you're just bracing, for a fall.
Yeah, no, definitely. That shit hits hard, dude. Some lounges still do that out here in Dallas where you'll see the old Arab just smoking tobacco and then you'll smell it, sitting all the way across the room.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man.
So yeah, it's been in, it's cultural.
All right. So how long you been smoking?
What is it, like what? 18 years, maybe, something like that.
Oh wow.
So you
Yeah.
started when you were 12?
I'm in my
That's
late 30s.
That's a shout out, bro. You're looking good, you know. So
Thank you.
definitely.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. One one thing I want to touch on, you know, because we're especially like, I think we're all like, at least everyone in the community that's like watching this or in Hookah University or enthusiast or they seek this stuff out on YouTube has probably been smoking longer than most, but you see it in Hookah University where you got people who are still asking for advice. They're still picking up Maya QTs and stuff like that, right? So when someone posts like, oh, what kind of poles I need, you know, people always shout out your brand. They always shout out Hookah John. So like, do you envision something where like right off the bat, like you can get to a level of what Coconara was in our heyday?
Yeah.
Except way better, obviously.
Well, here's the thing. So right now, what we've been trying to do with our growth is to manage the growth in such a way where we're not jeopardizing the quality of the product. You know what I mean? At any given time, right now, we have more demand for our product than we are willing to produce because what like a lot of people know, you know, we produce our own stuff. We have our own factory. The other half of Superior Coco, which is Amr Yaseen, my cousin, he's my partner, and he's actually in the factory, you know, making sure that all of our product quality control is on point all the time. And you know, our capacity uh, uh, as we grow, we try to grow at a rate where we can never jeopardize the quality of the product. You know what I mean? What we're trying to do is basically have a consistent quality that you can rely on. You know what I mean? Where you're not having, you know, to guess
a nail in your coal or coals being stuck together or anything along those lines, basically.
Yeah, and there's hiccups. You know, nothing like no production is going to be perfect. You know what I mean? And you can't.
Amir's not going to count every coal, you know.
Yeah, and you know you can't look at other manufacturers. You know, if like someone finds a nail in there or a string or some are not cut correctly. You know, it's always going to happen. You can never have a perfect production. The issue, the way you resolve this is you keep striving to make a good quality product, and you try to keep striving to make adjustments. Stay in touch with the community, and have everybody feel comfortable and free to come and tell you, hey, you know what, this is what we've experienced with these boxes, and without the community, giving feedback, there's no way for us to know how we're doing. You know what I mean? Because, like you said, when we test batches, we're testing samples, out of the batch, and we can't test every single coal. And even though we try to do our absolute best to make sure that everything is consistent, without the community feedback, we can never truly know how our product is. You know what I mean? And thank God, we've been getting good feedback, and people have been feeling comfortable approaching us and telling us of any issues that they've experienced, and we try to address everything accordingly. You know what I mean?
So one place you can pick up the red box is on Amazon, and we were talking offline. You said that y'all have over 1,000 reviews, and I believe y'all are at 5 stars, correct?
We're actually like almost at 1,000 reviews, and
we're rounding up. It's 2020. We're rounding up.
I just don't want anybody to say, "Hey, you know what? This guy's lying or whatever." You know what I mean? But yeah, we're actually not 5 stars. We're like about 4.5. But the reason why, I mean, if by the way, if anybody wants to have a good laugh while they're smoking their hookah, they should go and then click on the 1-star reviews and then read them. Most of them are of people trying to like them, like quick lights, trying to use a candle or a Bic lighter or something of that sort. But if it wasn't for those reviews, we'd be at 5-star. But
and you actually are at 1,000. If you count the red box and the yellow box reviews, you're at 99 for the yellow box and 913 for the red box. So you're over 1,000.
Oh, okay.
You're like 1,010 or somewhere around there. So definitely cool. So what made you get into Kohl's of all things? Sorry to cut you off, Blythe.
No, that was the next question. Basically asking.
Wait, hold on. I just want to let people know they can also pick up, our product from 5-star, pick it up from Peter Smoke and from Zahara USA, and I believe a few other vendors that have them that don't buy them directly from us, but buy them from, people we deal with that distribute to those people. You know what I mean? So you don't have to go to Amazon, just if you shop with one of these, vendors, they're good people, support them and continue, supporting them that way. You know what I mean?
So there's actually a review, and I'm going to let Elias ask the next question. I just want everyone to get a good laugh. Sorry, I'm calling this person out. Miss Kisa, whoever this is, she's like, my Kohl's won't light, and she's on a flat burner, no coils, and her thing isn't plugged in.
I'm telling you, it's comedy. I'm telling you, you're gonna get a good laugh if you sit there and read through them. You see it, you're gonna laugh. But it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Hey, that happens, man. No worries. So going back to the question, what inspired you to get in Kohl's? What made Tam say, "Hey, I want to produce Kohl's and I want to try to sell them and see where it gets me"?
So we actually have a line of Kohl's that we distribute to the Middle East for barbecue, right? And we were already in that business, and there was a lot of talk in the community, a lot of talk in the industry, a lack of consistency. The quality of the product that was coming out, especially Coconara was like the thing. The quality went down, and we just took it. It's basically hookah is a hobby for us, something that we like to do. So we said, hey, you know what? Why not make something that that's going to be consistent and something that we like to use, something that we would love to use, and then see where it goes. You know what I mean? And then during that process, we ended up meeting a whole bunch of people in the community that we consider close friends and family. You know what I mean? And we've spent a lot of time together. Broke bread.
Backward hugs at the frat house.
Yeah, I mean, we shared a lot. So it was a great venture. If only to have met all the good people in the community. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing we talked about last week with Paul, because I was in Vegas for Expos 2 and 3. It's like even if you don't get on hangs or whatever, you haven't seen someone face to face. Like I remember our first time meeting, me and you literally just sat down. I had a hookah going. I don't remember what the fuck I was smoking. One of a million flavors available at the house. But yeah, we both just sat down and we just literally just conversated, and we killed a good 30 minutes, 45 minutes like that,
Yeah.
And no one's ever left out. They can join in on any conversation, and no one's going to be like, yo, I don't know, you get the fuck out,
Yeah.
So PJ Pajamas on YouTube, he's basically saying hi. Paul said what's up, and J Cam said happy session, fellas. But PJ also says that you're past Coconoras and that he's proud of you.
I appreciate it, man. We appreciate it. Like I said, we like to look at Superior Coco as the brand. Superior Coco is a community brand, okay? Because every move that we make we try to include community members in the development of product. Okay, because we feel like that's the right thing to do. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people with different experiences, different outlooks, that truly, when we combine all of the feedback from everybody that's willing to give honest and true feedback, we come up with good product that everybody likes. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And so, like I said, and I've said it multiple times, that I consider Superior Coco to be a community brand. You know what I mean? Something that we all honestly can be proud of, because everybody that has engaged with me, uh, had some sort of input on the development of our products. You know what I mean?
So
So
Shadi,
thank you guys for that.
so Shadi also says best coals out there as well. And then Matheson
Thank you, Shadi.
says, hey, all you good looking dudes and moys. And then he also asked,
the best looking guy?
Matt
Thank
also
you,
has a
thank you.
question. He's saying, what's the difference in a good coal and a superior coal?
Wait, say that again.
What's the difference in a good coal and and your brand? What's the difference between that you think is the difference between your coals?
What
and
makes
other
your
coals?
coal stand out, basically?
Yeah.
Honestly, okay, I don't like to talk about other brands or anything like that. You know what I mean? Because, quite frankly, I'm just not that type of guy. You know what I mean? Where I like to, uh, say, oh, this brand is no good, or I'm better than that brand. But what I can say is that what we strive to do is to be consistent, okay, and not only consistently mediocre or consistently average. We try to be consistently great, right? And how do we do that? We always are trying to source raw material that performs better, that gives out better heat, that produces less ash, that has a longer
Lifespan.
longevity.
Longevity, yeah.
We're always trying to like surpass the previous product in quality. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to mention any brands or anything like that, but people that, especially lounges that contact us, they contact us uh, uh, with the main issue that they have with other brands that they typically were using, and it's consistency. You know what I mean? Blacking out, breaking, not lasting long, um, things like that. So what we try to do, we try to address all these different aspects that make a coal a good coal, and we try to consistently produce them, and we try to consistently improve on that formula. You know what I mean? So that's the way we do it. You know what I mean? I believe that translates in the quality of the product. People see it, people experience it, and they gravitate towards it. You know what I mean?
No, that's respectable. All right. So let's speaking about Superior Coco, you have a new project in the works that's soon to hit the market.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the bowl that's coming out. Is there a expected release date and a base price that you will be charging for the bowl, if it's possible?
Okay. So with this project, right, as you guys are familiar, again, it's a community developed bowl. I had a vision for the design, and I worked with community members, specifically Paul, to basically perfect the not the aesthetics wise, but the performance wise. The performance of the bowl itself, right? And so it's been in the works for a while, and it's actually in production. It's almost done. Unfortunately, we hit a snag. Our artist, solo artist, caught COVID. Her and her whole family. So we were out for like completely stopped production for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
And thank God she's fine. Production started back up and everything like that, and we're just really excited, man. For people to actually get it in their hands and to actually try it. You know what I mean?
Will it be U.S. made or?
Well, 100% local, California, right here. Yeah, handmade.
Nice.
No slip cast. I'm not talking mess about slip cast bowls. I'm just saying that it's 100% handmade, hand glazed, and truly, like, if you really think about it, every single bowl is actually it's going to be one of one, because, as you know, anything that's handmade, you can't duplicate 100%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if you follow the step 100%, there's always going to be that little difference between every single bowl, which, in my opinion, makes each individual bowl a custom bowl. You know what I mean? And I've been, smoking out of it. I mean, it works fantastic. Aesthetically, it's beautiful.
How much tobacco can you put in? Like, what's the tobacco range in there?
So it's about 12, I believe, to 18 grams, if I'm not mistaken. I got to get back to you on that. I don't have that data in front of me, to be honest with you, and my memory is a little foggy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's the California wildfires, bro.
Yeah.
Would it
Let's
be?
blame it on that.
Is there anything else you can discuss about it? Like maybe price point, ETA, vendors, anything?
So we're looking at about 1 week. We're looking at about 1 week. I know we've been saying that. I've been saying that for like 3 weeks already, but it's been rough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a process. You know what I mean? And it's our first run, and we're trying to make sure that everything is coming out like as perfect as possible. At the same time, we're making these custom boxes, these custom wood boxes that are going to have like the production number engraved into it. Yeah, bunch of things. You know what I mean? So.
Okay, and then can you touch on price point or not yet?
So, what do you guys think is a good price point for it? We already have a price point set, and we tried to basically make it as cheap as possible. You guys know us. We're all, we're not in it to gouge the community. You guys know Superior Coco. We're always giving back. We're always doing.
See, now you put me and Elias in a spot now.
No,
because for me, I would spend 30 to 40 on a quality bowl.
All I'm saying that this is, in my opinion, this is $1,000 bowl. That's how I think about this bowl. I'm being honest, but I'm not saying that's the
what
price
you're going to sell it for.
No,
yeah.
No, of course not. I wouldn't even dream of it. If it was something like that, I wouldn't even get into that project. You know what I mean? But
so will this be full and HMD compatible?
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's got a molasses catcher built into it. You know what I mean? So,
Nice.
and it's a limited run. You know what I mean? We're making 200 of this glaze, and we're not going to make it anymore because we figured. And see, here's another thing why this has been taking so long, right? Initially, we said that we're going to make 100 bowls. That's it, right?
Yeah.
But then I felt bad. So many people hit me up. They're like, we want one. You know what I mean? So many people hit me up, and I hate for anybody that wants something, you know what I mean, to feel like that they're left out. I just hate it. You know what I mean? And so then we increased it by 25. Then more people were like, please, can we get, we want, you know what I mean? We want to get a chance to get the bowl. So I increased it again and then again until we got to 200. You know what I mean? And then it was basically, in a way, it was kind of the wrong move because, it was just too much for the first batch. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I said, these are not like production run bowls. You know what I mean? They're bigger, they're heavier, they're marbled. The marbling process takes a lot of time. You know what I mean? The turning, because of the way they are, it's a cylinder. It's not just the stem and then the head. It's got like a mole catcher on the inside. You know what I mean? So it's it's time consuming. That was time to make these bowls. You know what I mean? It's not like spinning like a traditional bowl. You know what I mean? Where you could throw the traditional bowl like uh, you know 3 minutes. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But yeah, that was one of the other things that caused the delay. Um, but we're looking at about like in the range of like in the range of the 40s, like in the mid to high 40s. And the reason for that is again, uh, we're making these like custom wood box packages,
Yeah.
for them. And again, maybe that could have been a mistake too, because that increased the price to that, Like I said, we tried to keep it as low as possible, but we feel like, there was such a monumental moment for us to release the first batch of bowls that we wanted it to be special. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's why we opted for the custom, package, the custom wood packaging. With the engraving of the production number and the serial number and all that information. You know what I mean? And so it is what it is. You know what I mean?
And
At
is
this
there
point, it's too late. You know what I mean? So we'll see how people react to it.
and then
And
just make your changes a
what
little
they
bit
think,
afterwards.
and what they think. You know what I mean? If people say, hey, you know what? Next batch, we don't really care about the boxes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Do away with the boxes. We rather like save,
And is
the
it only going to
$10
be
or
one
whatever.
color?
What's that?
Is it only going to be one color for now?
This first batch?
Yeah.
Yeah, this first batch is going to be basically the Galaxy glaze, which the one that you guys seen.
Yeah.
The green blue, the one that looks like a galaxy. You look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
All right. So, what's your favorite brand of shisha, and what hookah have you been rocking the most lately?
So I mean, I smoke. I really don't have a favorite brand. You know what I mean? I mean, I smoke Al-Fakhr, I smoke Tangiers. Uh, One brand that's actually been the flavors have been crazy. You know what I mean? Insane, like really good, which is Eternal Smoke. You know, I really love their coffee bean. Anybody that knows me in the group, they know I'm a coffee addict. You know what I mean? I drink espressos like day and night. And their coffee bean flavor is just like, I mean, it's unreal. You know what I mean? I believe their flavors are on point. Their tobacco is nice and clean. Well chopped. Um, yeah, I just love it. Tangiers, I smoke K Peach. That's like my thing. Everybody knows. They all make fun of me saying that I smoke trash.
Oh no, trust me, I get the
K
same
Peach
thing.
is trash.
I get the same thing. I religiously smoke KP, so I understand.
Yeah. So K Peach is actually, I'll go like 3 months just smoking K Peach and cane mint. That's it. You know what I mean?
What about
And and then I got a mix, by the way. Paul can tell you how good this mix is. So I do K Peach, Indian Keir, and cane mint, right? 10% cane mint, and then 45, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm gonna actually try that. I got some Indian Keir here too, so I'm gonna try that.
Dude, you're gonna love it, dude. You are going to love it.
What
It's
about
amazing.
your favorite pipe? Favorite hookah that you've been smoking out at the most? Do you have a favorite one? Like me, I have my Dark Side of Aeon that I smoke religiously. Like right now is the only day that I haven't smoked it. So, but what's that one hookah that you just like say I'm smoking out of this one today?
Yeah. So I typically gravitate towards my Queen, the Regal Queen, and I typically smoke that mostly all the time, and then I basically go back and forth between that and the DSH.
Nice.
Yeah,
Right.
those are my two favorite hookahs, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I believe that the DSH is like, it's a perfect stainless.
I picked up a DSH Nice, and it is beautiful. Like,
Yeah,
I got the white and silver. Ooh,
yeah, I like it. And then like I like to match my hose with the base and the bowl. So I got a ton of like different colors of the legacy hoses. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then I got a bunch of bases. So if I'm sick and tired of looking at it, I'll go and switch the base and switch the hose, and then feel like I'm smoking a different hookah.
So right now, and I think Elias had one more question, so I just want to put this out there. You have bases, coals, and hoses that are all under you, right?
Bases, hoses, and coals. Yes.
Where can people find your bases and hoses?
So right now we're actually completely sold out of the bases, right? And because of the COVID-19, it's been really difficult to try to get things over here. A lot of factories are down. It's not just in the hookah industry. I mean, you go down to Lowe's or Home Depot, and you try to go and get certain things that you used to go and find like 30, 40 of them on the shelf. Now, if you're lucky if you find one or two. You know what I mean? Our hoses, you can find them on our website. You can find them. 5-Star has them. I forgot who else has them. But 5-Star has them. I think they got a decent deal on them, and then we also have them on our website.
Awesome. Elias, you want to lead this into the last question for Tam?
Yeah. So tell us something about Tam that people don't know about you.
Everybody knows me, man.
If someone's watching for the first time, like, what do they need to know about Tam?
I don't know. You tell them, boys.
I think one thing is you're easy to reach out to. Like, if anyone, we said everything's not perfect. Let's say you order a box of a green box of coals, and 2 or 3 aren't to your liking. Reach out to Tam. He'll take care of you. I promise you, he will.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing I will say there.
I'll accept
and I know that I know that from experience because I go over to Bob's like once a month to smoke. Bob said he didn't like a box of holes from you. You sent him 3 in return, and they were fine. So that is one thing I will say about Tam. Other than that, you're a great dude, you know. I've only met you 2-3 times, but every time's been a blast, you know.
I appreciate it. Yeah, same here, man. Same
One
here.
day, when all this is gone and Expo is up and running again, we need to hit the Vegas Strip together because I think me and you would have a lot of fun on the Strip.
That's right.
So
one thing I like to do is have fun.
Where can we find you on social media and everything?
At Superior Coco. You know, you guys can. We're on Instagram and Facebook.
So
at Superior Coco.
So we have a little challenge for everybody watching or everybody who watches this replay. Let's have Tam get to 500. If we get to 500, Tam has agreed to sponsor a giveaway with Hookah Heat Weekly. So if you go to Instagram and go to Superior Coco, follow him, and once we hit 500, we'll do a giveaway. Won't tell you what it is, but we'll get to it. So just go to Instagram.
How about this? Let's choose a photo, right? Photo on our because we have to know who went and who who followed our page, after this podcast, right?
Yeah.
So that way, they so it could be fair. They could be entered in the giveaway. So let's choose like the latest photo that we uploaded.
Which is your 4 bowls right next to one another, I believe.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's do that. Okay. Go like the page and comment on that photo. Okay. And then let's do a hashtag. What is it? Hashtag what?
Hookah and I can't think of anything.
Hashtag Superior
let's do
to 500.
Hashtag my superior. There you go.
There you go.
Hashtag my superior.
Okay.
So we'll also
repost hashtag my superior Coco. There you go.
There you go. And we'll also repost it on our official Instagram as well, at Hookah Heat Weekly. And you go to his page, like that photo, subscribe to his page, and type in hashtag my superior Coco. And once we get to 500, we'll do the giveaway. We'll come back live here and
so let's do this. We'll do 3 winners, right? 3 winners because I like the number 3. Number 3 has a good ring to it. Okay, so 3 kilos for each person.
Sounds good.
Now I want to say one thing. Okay, free shipping within the continental USA. Okay,
you have to clear that.
Yeah. Because I mean, I'm not gonna send someone 3 kilos in Japan and pay $1,000. Okay, but you could, the calls are free if you're out of the U.S. You still want to participate. You're more than welcome to. We'll cover the cost of the coals themselves, but you cover the shipping. You know what I mean? It's not going to be $1,000, but it's going to be around $100. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah,
which I think it's not really worth it. You know what I mean? To be honest, you know what I mean? It's not worth it. But
yeah, so just follow Superior Coco on Instagram. Go to his last photo, which will be the 4 bowls. Like it and type in hashtag my Superior Coco, and you'll be entered to win. Once we get to 500, we'll actually pull 3 winners, and Tam will send you 3 kilos of coals to you, and it must be in the U.S. So, and if you want to participate and you're out the United States, you're basically in charge of the shipping.
Yep.
So, Tam, I want to thank you for joining us tonight, taking the time, coming out and talking with us and just relaxing, man. I appreciate you. And like I said, follow Superior Coco on Facebook, Instagram, Superior Coco. He'll come back. We'll be advertising more of his stuff once we get closer to the release. And
Yeah,
we'll come on here whenever you're ready, and we'll do another session, another Thursday night session, after your Bulls release or before your Bull release.
for sure. I just want to give a couple of shout outs. The number one, to my cousin, my partner, Tam Yaseen. If it wasn't for him, the other half of Superior Coco, uh, none of this would have been possible. You know what I mean? So I'd like to give a huge shout out to him. He works tirelessly, to make sure that the production is on point all the time. I want to give a huge shout out to Hookah University, for all that they've done for the community. Been a supporter. I believe I was one of the first 7 in that group, and special shout out to Jeremy, Travis, Paul, Wayne, and everybody else. You know what I mean? Thank you, guys.
Definitely. And on behalf of the Hookah Heat Weekly, I don't know who we have next week yet, but in 2 weeks, we're going to have Derek Moses. So Derek Moses will be joining us in 2 weeks.
Sir,
Nice.
So tune in next week. We have another episode coming up, and then in 2 weeks we had Derek Moses on the show. Tam, like I said, once again, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. Like I said, I have my boxes of Superior Cocos. I restock them every 2 weeks. So so hey, it's a good brand, good coals. If you have Prime shipping, Amazon has them in stock.
The next day.
Next day. Some places the same day they give it to you. You wake up at
Yep.
6 o'clock in the morning, you get it by I think it was like 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, and
Yep.
I have one day, so but yeah, no, but either way, everybody, thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week with another episode of 39 Sessions. On behalf of myself, Tam, and Moise, we are out. Smoke on and peace.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you guys.
Here, guys.
Thanks.